a new episode in Sadhana World Foundation. As you know, we care about crafting young lives by imparting education on moral values. In our last episodes, we have talked about moral values about working hard, discipline, politeness, kindness, and so on. We basically dip into the knowledge in the folk tales and the lessons of history and bring them to our young people through the vlogs that we present every week. Today we are going to talk about a story from Panchatantra. The focus is to figure out the brain power versus the muscle power, or brain versus the brawn. Once upon a time in a kingdom, a crow couple used to live together on a tree. They used to lay eggs and hatch them, and the chicks used to come. There used to be a serpent who used to live in the hole in the tree underneath. And it used to figure out that the chicks are born. So it used to come up and eat them up. So the crow couple were, of course, very sad. As all of us know that the crows are very intelligent animals. They discussed, they talked about it, they were trying to figure out how to deal with this problem. They loved that tree, they didn't want to leave that tree and go to a new place and find and build their own shelter. So they went to the fox. The fox is the advisor to many birds and animals in the jungle, right? So they went to the fox and they discussed. They thought that they can't really kill the serpent, they can't get rid of it. So they have to plot an idea by which the serpent would be killed by someone else. So the fox gave them a brilliant idea, and the crows executed it to the perfection. What the idea was, many of you would have heard this story, so let me recount this. So the crow couple had to go to the king's palace. The queen, when takes bath in the bathhouse, used to take off her ornaments and keep on the bank of the pond or the swimming pool. The king's guards used to guard the ornaments. That time, the crow went and distracted one of those guards, and the other crow picked up the necklace and went flying. Both the crows came flying to the tree where they were living. And of course, the guards could see that the crow has stolen the queen's necklace and started chasing the crows. The crows were flying, the men were running on the ground trying to catch the crow, but the crows had a plan. So they brought the necklace and dropped it near the serpent's hole, the hole in which the serpent was living under that tree. They strategically placed the necklace in such a way that the king's men could not pick the necklace up without hitting the serpent. But the serpent was trying to guard its own nest or its own house, and the king's men had to kill that serpent. So the necklace was recovered, the serpent was killed, the crows could get rid of the serpent. So that was the plan. They were successful in the plan. So what's the moral of the story? That even if you do not have adequate physical power, you can still win a competition. You need intelligence. These days, in the world that we live in, digital warfare is so much intense. Countries are fighting wars against each other, or groups are fighting wars, battles against each other without really causing tremendous amount of damage and bloodshed and all of that the previously that we used to know as wars and battles have changed today. It's all being fought by the power of intelligence. You think of a sport, contact sport, where physical power is required. However, physical power is no more enough. We need tactics, We need long-term strategy to win over our competition. So I think it's not about brain always wins over the brawn, but only brawn cannot guarantee success. So we need physical strength, power, well-being, health, of course. However, if we do not have intelligence, if we are not applying our mind intelligently, we are not going to be successful. We live in a hyper-connected, hyper-competitive world. So the power of information has to be leveraged. Today's young people need to realize that it is no more only the physical power. The physical power is possibly about health, about certain threshold level of stamina and strength. However, just the strength and stamina won't win the game. So you know the story of David and the Goliath. So the person who's the underdog doesn't have to really think that success is not going to come my way. Success can come one's way, provided one has a basic threshold level of strength and good health. One can leverage on intelligence. I think that's the story that Panchatantra tells us. There are of course many stories and many teachings. If you see Niti Satakam by Bhartrihari or by Chanakya, there are several instances where they have said that knowledge is the only thing which is so powerful that no thief in this world can steal it away. Knowledge is the only power. If you divide or if you spend, it grows. However, think of wealth, think of your moral strength, think of beauty, think of your physical strength, think of beauty, think of money, think of property. All of these are destructible. They can be stolen, they can be lost, they can be destroyed. However, intelligence and knowledge is the only power which keeps growing. The more and more you distribute, the more and more you share, the more and more you nurture, it grows. However, jewelry doesn't grow. Money doesn't grow. Money grows only when you invest it in the right way. So the power, so all of these descriptions, look at the teachings of these timeless texts that our forefathers have left behind. All of these tell us, all the fables in Panchatantra, all of these tell us that we have to leverage the mental power. So Barack Obama said some time ago to the kids in the US that focus on studies, math and science. That's the study of the future. While the statement can be debated, but the crux of the matter is that mental power and energy, the wisdom and intelligence is so crucial for growth and prosperity. I hope you like this episode and see you in future conversations, and I hope that you are able to use this in your conversations with the younger people around you. Thank you very much.